What's going on, you guys? Mod here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're serving up something special. The Minimods got a top 10 movies of the year. Yep, our resident kid critics have put their heads together to give their ultimate favorites. And first and foremost, a massive shout out to you all for an incredible year of YouTube. And seriously, it's been a wild ride, very chaotic, but it has been eye-opening. We're so grateful that you've been along, sticking with us, because the wave is just getting started. All right, a couple disclaimers. The movies that we're listing here, they're all PG rated, except for one, and it was actually rated very much higher than we thought it was going to be. But keep in mind, we're working with super refined cinematic taste of 10, 11, 12-year-olds here. Here's how it's going to go. So we've got a point system to keep things fair. Their number one pick is going to be worth 10 points. Number two is going to be worth 9, and so on and so forth. And at the end, we'll combine them and make one total list. So understanding that your number one ranked is going to hold a lot of weight. And don't worry, we're going to share each mini's individual rankings below. You'll see how their mind works on an individual level. They've seen most of the big hits this year, I would say more than the average, but not everything. So don't come for us, leave in the comments if one of your favorites got snubbed. Now, without further ado, let's check it out. Alright, kicking off the countdown at number 10, we have Kung Fu Panda 4. This is actually the first movie reviewed as a family. The nostalgia hits hard with Poe returning. I mean, it's the fourth installment, of course, but some may even say this is Jack Black's best role next to Bowser. I mean, maybe. They enjoyed it for what it was.
Poe's new sidekick keeps saying the words for Blam instead of Skadoosh.
Number 9, y'all, we have Despicable Me 4.
The ones who are making it awkward. I can finally spend some real bonding time with the baby. Who's got your nose? Who's got He's got my nose?
Now, this didn't really make both their lists as being in their top 10, but at this point, elimination, they know their formula, and it isn't letting up. With Minions 3 and Mario 2 lined up, you can't really blame them for keeping the hits coming.
And sliding in at number 8, we had a real dark horse in the race. We got Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Enjoy. I am getting really good at this.
We saw this in an empty theater, and I mean, hey, Zachary Levi and Lil Rel Howery, they did what they could. They brought a duo comedy to the table, really opening up someone's imagination. It's lower on their list, but like I said back in the review, I feel like this would have hit a lot harder if it would have came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Now, tied with Harold, but edging it out after some mini-mod deliberation, number 7, we got Mufasa.
What a wonderful name.
Yep, Mufasa is the prequel to The Lion King, and it sparked a lot of debate in the house. We weren't too sure if we was gonna like it. We didn't really connect with some of us didn't connect with the first one, but this one came out to be a pretty decent movie.
I ranked Mufasa high because I liked how Mufasa was being a good brother to Taka.
Now, we did find it interesting because while one mini-mod did not have this on their list at all, one of the other mini-mods, they ranked this pretty high. So seeing that debate back and forth, it was pretty interesting in our home.
Now at number 6, and we got another tie, but taking the lower spot here is Transformers 1.
Knife hands? I have knife hands.
Marketing didn't do too well on this one, but when you have a mini-mod who really enjoys the franchise and is just a Transformers fan, it makes sense that it's going to make this high on the list. We get back to basics, nothing but Transformers on Cybertron, and they deliver what the fans have been asking for. It's a solid entry, and it cracks their top 10.
This is my number 2 because it was funny and adventurous to see Orion and Megatron grow up together, and the fighting scenes were epic.
At number 5, we got Moana 2. Now, a lot of people was hating on this movie and was giving it the bombastic side eye. But, the kids, they love Moana. And as long as the demand is there, Disney, they gonna keep doing what they do. And also, with The Rock reprising his role in a live action version in the works, this franchise is far from done.
Now at number 4, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit of surprise here. We got Garfield, the movie.
These two have to be on the same page. I'm out of ideas. You got any?
It is really charming. It has all the glitz, the glam, but it brings in a new story where I feel like the older generation didn't connect too much with, but the younger generation has literally launched this IP to a whole nother stratosphere. Again, the Minimods agree and respect the lasagna-loving feline.
Now we are getting into the big hitters here. Number 3, we have Wild Robot.
I prefer he be independent, closer to home.
He won't die. Well, probably won't die.
This one, it was hands down a shocker of the year. DreamWorks and Chris Sanders, they knocked it out of the park. It was emotional, funny, and honestly beautifully crafted. And on top of that, one of the minis, they even had this as their number 1. Rightfully so. This was it was an epic, beautiful movie.
I put Wild Robot at the top because Bros and Brightbill were a family, but different species. Even though Brightbill knew what actually happened, they were still a family.
And at number 2, and like I said at the beginning, the only non-G or PG movie on this list, Red One.
You just gotta shake it out of him. I'm not gonna like you. I can tell right away, out of everyone here, I like you the least.
This movie surprised us in very many ways. Honestly, didn't know who it was for, but clearly this list tells me otherwise. It does give you that superhero vibe. You got The Rock and the Christmas magic. I mean, the recipe and formula is right there in front of you. It wasn't for everyone, but the Minimods loved it, and it landed top 3 for both of them.
For one, The Rock is not only one of my favorite wrestlers, but he's also one of my favorite actors. Also, it kind of reminded me of how the Grinch stole Christmas. Instead of Christmas being stolen, they stole Santa Claus.
And at number 1, y'all, no surprise here, Sonic 3.
The donuts.
Then on your marks, get set, go!
Okay, maybe it's recency bias, but this is the last movie we reviewed, and it slaps, y'all. Non-stop action, beloved characters, and a nostalgic universe that even we adults can appreciate. The minis had a blast, and honestly, this series has been a game changer for video games adaptations. All right, my beautiful people, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. The Minimods, they have fun picking their list and going back and forth, and we have fun making it. So let us know, do you guys resonate with this list? Is there some, like Mod said, that should be on here that you think what not? Let us know. Now, as always, be sure, tell somebody you love them. We love y'all. God bless y'all. And until next time, let us go to the movies for you. Bye.